EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10. First carry here for Kyron Williams. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, L.A. A give, and here comes Williams. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. It was Cam Taylor-Britt with the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Rams first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll look to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Jordan Whittington. Touchdown, L.A. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Here's Hardy now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Set! Alert! Alert! Bronco 80! Hurt! Hurt!
Now 1st carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
19 tight, 19 tight, Cougar 19, 19 Tiger, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's a combo. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, right?
They'll go again with Mitchell. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Ready. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check go.
Back to throw. That's taken in. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He was short when he caught it, but knew exactly where he needed to get to. Gets there and keeps the drive alive.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Come on, set. Street.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion.
Go.
Another run here with Mitchell. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. He'll get this out wide. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down. They'll go again with Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
One quarter in the books. 7-3 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Second and 7. On the carry, it's Williams. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes second and goal. Drop. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Throwing here on third and goal. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. He took away all the options, and now it is fourth and goal. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. His kick is good. And the Rams go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here's first and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. Check. Bobcat. Check. Ready?
Now the former Tulane star. Here's Tyjae Spears. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Come on, set. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Hut, hut.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18. Ready.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Go.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. 18 Pioneer. Dragon 60. Take go.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Go.
On the RPO, it's Nakua. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Second and 11. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And hauled in on the left by Nakua. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a third down and 4.
Let's go now.
Now they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one downfield for Okonkwo. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
79 Bronco. Check smash. Check smash. Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Let's go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. It was Cam Taylor-Britton with the tackle. Second down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. So we're at halftime, and it's the visitors, the Rams, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go, set. Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Hut, hut.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, taken in. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Slot man in motion left. Throwing now from the gun. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
Ready? 19 Lion. Hey, check that, check that. Ready, ready?
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
A tough spot here. Third and long.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They send him right out of the slot. They'll throw out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here we go, here we go.
So Kittle comes in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First down, Los Angeles.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. Right side, complete to Nakua.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They'll look to throw yet again. The second down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here's third down and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to have a Rams first down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
That's over the middle to Kittle.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Huh.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it. On
3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he's going to be out of bounds. They mark him up near the 35-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Back to the air one more time. He's going to let this one go deep. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make, and of course that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL, but also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
79 Bronco. Ready?
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. First and 10. Back to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They motion the slot man left. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be about a yard short of the first, getting it up to the 36.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup, because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Let's go now.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams punting unit coming out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Taken at about the 6. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. to the air now on 1st and 10. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Ready, go!
Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Go street. Check smash. Check smash. Big Lion.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll air one out. That is hard. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Go! Panther Street. Panther Street. 19 Lion. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
He's got it at the 3. And a big collision there, down near the goal line, keeps him out of the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball front.
And he will score! Game on! Peyton Mitchell, touchdown Browns. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go with Williams. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Now, faking the give. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Look at the big guy rumble. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. George Kittle. Touchdown, Rams. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Let's go now. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll look to throw yet again. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage. And so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. And here we go, 4th and inches.
Let's go.
And he'll take it on in. Kick Okonkwo. Touchdown, Cleveland. On is Moody to add the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens. But we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
On the ground, this is Williams. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
So Kittle comes in motion. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down. They wind up gaining 8 on 3rd and 4. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. It's another run here for Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On the give, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.